Where's my coffee? Oh, it's on the floor. See? You know, and then you kick it and you end up destroying something of greater value
Yeah.
because that's
Next
life.
thing, yeah. Next thing you know, you have no coffee and you have to clean some shit up. It doesn't behoove anybody.
It doesn't behoove anyone. It, if anything, it behooves me. All right. The year was 2001, and I was just finishing college at UCLA, studying history and frantically trying to figure out how to make money and support myself. I was lucky enough to have a relative with a staffing company, and he placed me with a company in Westwood Village that focused on education. They were known for prep courses, for anything from the SAT to the LSATs and MCATs. And anyway, my manager sent me down the hall to deal with this guy, Rob, who was in shipping and receiving. So basically, I had passed Rob in the hallway before, and he stuck out a little bit as a serious guy. Had the red goatee, had kind of a mean look, but something about him also seemed kind of friendly, like he said, "What's up?" So I knew there was more to Rob than met the eye. So when I talked to him, I noticed a poster behind his desk that read Republic. And it was a stylized graphic of some dystopian stormtrooper, right? Was that it?
Yep.
And it would have made George Orwell freak out. It was so well done. And apparently it was the cover for his album. So we got to talking about, acquaintances in the LA hip hop scene. And 20 years later, here we are. And I'm glad to have my friend and collaborator, Rob, aka MC Avatar, on the phone with us today. So we're just going to catch up and go from there. And together, myself, DJ Obi, and Avatar, we're known as Tooth and Claw. Let's get on with it. So, okay.
Yeah, that was a great intro, brother. That was a great intro, man.
Oh, thank you.
You said the thing. You said the thing. Like fucking yeah.
Cool.
It was definitely like that. Like you told it how it is.
That's how it went down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it went down. Like we started talking about hip hop, and turns out that we knew a lot of the same folks, and we had worked with a lot of the same folks, and eventually after we were chopping it up, you brought me over to your lab, and I heard what you were working with, and I was like, oh shit, like this motherfucker's got some heat. Like,
thank you.
He played me a couple beats, and I was like, okay, like that's something that we can work with. Like, I'm cool with all that. And then on top of it, like, you not only had beats, but you had the tables set up, you had the turntables, and you were like fucking mixing it up there. And I was like, all right, dude, like, so we know a lot of the same folks. We are both doing underground shit, and fucking like it started off with just like I remember you gifted me with like I think it was like one or two beats at first, and then after the first couple, it was like obvious. I was like, well, now we got to make an album.
Basically.
now an album has to be made because this works, Our dynamic worked, and like I love the beats. You had a really aggressive type of musical feel, and and I was like, yeah.
And you produced already, so to our audience,
yeah.
This isn't just an MC saying, "Oh, I liked his beats." This is a producer saying he liked my beats. So explain to our audience what that means. Just that extra bar, a producer looks at beats through that lens. What's your lens as a producer?
Sure, I mean that's a good question. I mean, like I originally started making beats because I got tired of waiting for people to send me beats. So I was like, all right, well, guess I got to do this on my own. Luckily, I had the homies from Cosmic Truckers, fucking Big Shame and Smile Oak. Big ups to both y'all. Fucking, they had a lab out in Inglewood called the Quarantine Zone.
I remember. Yep.
Yeah, you were in the QZ. I think that was the first time that I even.
Yeah, this was all first for me. Yeah, this was 2 decades ago, and this is basically me new to the underground, and Avatar not only accepting me, but introducing me to his boys and showing me how they produce. And we were talking about this earlier. The game is to be sold, not told. It used to be back in the early 2000s and even before, you really had to be in the know to know production tips because there was no YouTube.
Yeah. You had to kind of figure it out, or you had to have somebody like show you a little something on the NPC. You know.
Who showed you?
Big Shame from Cosmic Truckers a lot. Double K from People Under the Stairs, most definitely.
Rest in peace.
Rest in paradise, brother, man. But like we all kind of like figured out. Life Rexall from Shapeshifters, like he showed me a lot of tricks of the trade. You know, there was a lot of people that we kind of all just figured out little workarounds on the NPC, and it was like kind of a each one teach one. Like
for our listeners, tell them what an NPC is.
It's just a drum machine sampler. You know, back in the day, people had the ASRs, the SP12s, or the fucking NPC. Like me, I was a big NPC guy because I liked because it's got the drum machine pads, so I could just beat the shit out of it. I cycled through so many of them; it's ridiculous. Because I mean, that's the thing. I beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
There are spots in LA where you could get them refurbished and rebuilt.
The Valley.
Yep.
The Forat.
Yep.
I met that dude. I remember.
And there's a spot in was it Advanced Audio?
Advanced Musical. On Venice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Advanced was always it was like the old hippie couple that was running that shit. And the thing is, like, I mean, they were cool as fuck. Like, and they could fix everything. And, like, I used to bring all my junk gear, like anything that I had, like, fucking trashed, which, is a lot of things, because I'm a fucking caveman. So, I've trashed a lot of gear.
I got to pause you for a second. For our listeners, because we're not on video this time around, when Rob says he looks like a caveman, he really does look like a caveman. How long is your beard now? Just to set the visual.
Oh crap! I don't know. It's pretty long. It's pretty fucking long. Huh?
Avatar right now, he looks like the guy in Encino Man when they thaw out the ice. Right before the scene where they bathe him and they cut the beard. But no, man, you got it. You got your look together. I'm just having fun.
No.
Carry on. I just wanted to give them a visual since we're audio only.
I would just bring them anything that I trashed because I knew they could cannibalize it and maybe use some of those buttons or some of those wires and help somebody else out.
Yeah.
So, like, I wouldn't fucking throw anything away. At one point, I went into Advanced Audio with fucking 2 MPCs. I think there was a 2000 and a 2000 XL.
The XL had the drive in it, the floppy drive in it. You didn't need the external SCSI.
Correct.
Yeah.
At the time that I brought them in, like, all I needed to do was replace the screens. But there was a long period of time when you couldn't replace the screens. Akai just didn't have any fix for it. So if you can't replace the screen, anybody that's worked on an NPC knows, like, they burn out. they burn out, and then
Yeah.
you're like squinting at it, like,
Yeah.
what?
Once you lose
What is-
pixels, it's the beginning of
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah.
It's totally fucked. So at that point, I was just like, I just gift them to Advanced Audio and be like, maybe somebody can use these pads or these knobs or fucking whatever, you know.
I remember there was that pile of old crap in front, but a lot of it was like usable. I mean, I'm sure they MacGyvered something out of it, you know.
Well, shit. I mean, we're talking about 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's, you know, what made a lot of us kind of COVID-proof is fucking
Yeah.
that we all used to fucking share microphones. And
Uh-huh.
there's some motherfuckers that would just dang near swallow a motherfucking microphone.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
It's like we were all spitting on the same shit.
Yeah.
Like,
That's apocalyptic, you know, getting that immune system ready. But you can't talk about, just in case YouTube, this is our clause, we are not spreading medical misinformation.
Nope. We aren't doing any of that.
We don't know anything. We're just pontificating.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're a couple of idiots just fucking.
Yeah. But we make beats and rhymes, so.
Yeah.
Getting back to that, what brought you to LA originally?
I came out in 1995. Well, I mean, I'd been dipping back and forth. You know, I grew up in the Bay Area, and but my grandparents were out here, and my dad moved out here in the 80s. So, you know, I'd always kind of been back and forth. But what brought me out here to like kind of stay is I got accepted into LMU, which was a trip because all the nice colleges in the Bay Area didn't accept me, but Loyola Marymount did. So I was like, cool. Basically, came out here, went to LMU, and then once I started going there, you know, there's a thing called the Lions Den, which was like our where we had like freestyle battles, and that's where I met up with people from Project Blood. So I'd go over to Leimert Park.
And just to pause you, explain what Project Blowed and Leimert Park is and why that's important in this period of LA history of hip hop.
Sure. Well, Project Blowed is fucking tantamount. I mean, you can't explain Los Angeles hip hop history without talking about Project Blowed and Leimert Park. You know, Freestyle Workshop. It came from The Good Life, which is, if you haven't seen the documentary, watch it.
I've seen
Pretty sure
it.
it's streaming. Yeah, I'm just saying for the listeners out there.
Oh, yeah.
If they haven't seen it, watch that shit. Like, it was kind of the definition of an era.
Yeah.
And also a whole new approach to hip hop culture. When I was a teenager, before I even moved out here, I still remember when my homeboy, fucking DJ Relate, played me To Whom It May Concern for the first time, a Freestyle Fellowship album. And the first time I heard that, I was like blown away. I'm like, wait a minute. I love rap. I love rap music. But I didn't know that you could actually do this with that. You know what I mean? So when I heard the lyricism and the fucking and the styles, I was like, whoa. Like mind blown, wide open, like, oh shit.
Now you're quite a fast rapper too. Do you think that's why you were drawn to it, because you naturally are capable of that kind of double time rap? Did you already have a penchant to rhyme fast, or was it something you just aspired to do?
Yeah, no, I mean, I was a punk rapper, you know.
Okay.
I like fast shit, but I didn't think that I would be able to really chop. I mean, chopping is something that takes practice. Like, you can't wake up one day and be like, oh, I can chop. And it's polyrhythmic, and you got to do the little triplets, and things that you got to find the pockets, you got to find the rhyme, and it's not for the faint of heart. Like, I mean, there's people that can do it, but doing it well and adding your own cadence and your own style to it is something different.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Bay Area chopping was different. Like, that was like
E40.
Yep, E40. Bushy Mo.
Who?
From Bushy Mo.
Huh.
From Get Low Players.
Huh.
Like, that was some early, like, chopping ass shit where I was like, oh, dude, what's this guy doing? Like this cool stuff. I mean, very weird cadence, talking about some hood shit, but also a very good syncopated rap style, like,
So who is Rob? Who is Avatar in a nutshell?
Shit. I'm just a guy.
Me too. Are you allowed to say that anymore?
Yeah, I'm just a dude.
I'm a dude,
The fucking, yeah, for sure.
Which leads me to my next question. What do you like to rap about, and why? Where do you think your approach comes from?
I like to rap about politics, but then again, everything is politics, right? I'm not talking about, like, necessarily, Democrats, Republicans, blah, blah. Like, everything is politics. Sex is fucking politics, the way you interact with other human beings is politics in a certain way. I have a penchant for rapping about religion because I think it's an interesting phenomenon. I have a penchant for rapping about relationships because all of mine have failed. And I tend to find, something relatable. Like, if I rap about relationships, like, everybody can relate to it because everybody's had a stinker, but it's something that's relatable to people.
Yeah.
Like, I like to rap about things that people can relate to. It's like, when I write things, like, a lot of times it's me venting about certain things. So when I rap about violent shit, it's not that I want to fucking kill somebody. It's that I'm rapping about it so I don't kill somebody.
It's catharsis.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
right?
I rap for that very reason. A lot of it never even sees the light of day, but you get that energy. If you're frustrated, you get that energy out, and afterwards you feel like you got a weight off your shoulders. You know?
Yeah. Now I don't have to fucking kill somebody because I just rapped about it and I got that shit off my chest.
Right.
They'll blame the music, they'll blame fucking video games, they'll blame this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, but God forbid, you actually blame the fucking parents or society. You fucking blame society, man. Like,
right.
This shit wasn't born in a fucking vacuum. The neighborhood I live in, there's a lot of church-going people, and they'll go to church on Sunday morning and fucking be all God-fearing and what have you, and then go to fucking the diner, go to Pan's up around the corner.
Yeah.
Big ups to Pan's, and then fucking treat the wedding staff like shit. I'm like, bet. You just got out of church. You got your church clothes on.
Yeah.
You got your shined up Stacey Adams on, and you're gonna fucking walk in here and treat somebody else like shit. Like, that's not what Jesus would do.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, let's get it together, people.
Yeah, straight up. You have more value talking to God in the privacy of your bathroom than
Absolutely.
putting on a suit and going to a destination all for that facade of being a good person. If you're going to be a good person, be a good person when no one's looking, in the sanctity of your home. And if you truly believe in God and He's listening, then talk to God directly. You know.
Exactly.
That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, no, I agree wholeheartedly. Like, truth be told, I'm agnostic. Which is I'm not an atheist. But I grew up Catholic, but I'm agnostic.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Is there a God? Sure, maybe. I don't know. Am I saying that there's not one? No. Am I saying that I'm gonna fucking not eat fish on Friday? Like, pump the brakes on that.
And I'd rather hear from an MC rapping who is waiting for evidence of the spiritual world, because I know that rapper is in tune with anything and will not be put in a box. So I think from your punk rock roots to that outlook on life, I can start to see how your approach is in hip hop as kind of like the anti-hero or rebel. And I think that's why we work together well, because my beats have that certain strength that I think you're a match to it within that respect. So here we are, tooth and claw. Everyone, this is a treat. This isn't every day that we get to talk like this, me and Rob.
Yep.
So appreciate it, man. And I'm learning a lot about you right now. We never really talked about those late 90s, early 2000s in depth, And that was a formative time for me. I was heavy into Wu-Tang, heavy into Pharcyde, heavy into Tribe Called Quest, Diggable Planets, Grave Diggers, mostly East Coast based. But then when I went Dirty South, Goody Mob, Dungeon Family, all the way. I was heavy into Goody Mob, Soul Food.
Oh, dude.
Heavy.
Soul Food, fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But what was the one after?
Still Standing.
What was it? Still Standing.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit fucking knocked me off my ass.
Yeah.
When I heard that album, I was like, all right, fucking bar raised.
Hell yeah.
Not a problem.
So tell me a bit about if you're stuck on a desert island or a tropical island and you're there for a month, okay? You're not going to die, okay? You're there for a month. You can have 3 CDs, okay? Or,
so I have a CD player on this desert island.
Exactly, or an MP3 player. I say CDs, you have a working music player. 3 records, and you have a working television, 3 movies. That's it. For a month, 1 month.
So 3 albums and 3 movies.
Yeah, and we'll end on this.
All right, that's a tricky one. All right, so for 3 albums, I would say Paul's Boutique by the Beastie Boys, The Wall by Pink Floyd, and Thunder and Lightning by Thin Lizzy.
Ooh. And movies? Runner up?
Shit, I kind of want to throw Grace by Jeff Buckley in there, but movies. What do I not get tired of seeing? Raising Arizona. Raising Arizona, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and Better Off Dead.
Love it. Love all of them. See, we're from the same era. Everyone, this is why we get along. This is why we're doing this podcast, to show you why we get along. And it comes from movies, it comes from culture, it comes from our age, everything. And that's what you're going to hear in Tooth and Claw. I can understand Pink Floyd all the way. Epic. Okay? Raising Arizona, epic. Hilarious.
I think it's the best fucking cinematic masterpiece. Everything about that movie is great. Start to finish, there's nothing about that movie that doesn't suck. Everything about it is great. So.
And what was your other movie?
Well, better off dead.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I can relate to that guy.
Right?
I can relate to that guy, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't try. I didn't try to hang myself in the garage, but I felt like it a few times.
We've all been there.
We've all been there.